A Catholic minister in Southern California was shot and killed Saturday simply impedes from a congregation. A killing of a long-lasting cleric hailed as a peacemaker that has dazed the Los Angeles strict local area, specialists said. Investigators are examining the passing of priest David O'Connell as a murder, as indicated by the Los Angeles Province Sheriff's Specialization. Specialists have not said whether the cleric was designated in the shooting or, on the other hand, on the off chance that his religion was a consider the killing. The sheriff's specialty wouldn't agree that how or explicitly where his body was found. The shooter, or shooters, stay at large. O'Connell, 69, had been a minister for a very long time and was a local of Ireland. Pope Francis had named him one of a few helper clerics of the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, the biggest in the nation, in 2015. O'Connell worked in South Los Angeles for a really long time and zeroed in on group mediation, Angelus News detailed. He later looked to expedite harmony among occupants and policing the vicious 1992 uprising after a jury vindicated 4 white LA cops in the beating of Rodney Ruler, a person of color. Almost 20 years after the fact, O'Connell brought the San Gabriel Valley People Group together to revamp a mission there after a fire-related crime assault and lately led Catholic endeavors in the district to work with foreigner youngsters and families from Focal America. O'Connell was found in Hacienda Levels around 1 p.m. Saturday with a shot injury. Sheriff's representatives were called to the area. Simply obstructs from the St. John Vianney Catholic Church, which is essential for O'Connell's archdiocese, on a report of a health-related crisis. Paramedics articulated him dead at the scene, the sheriff's specialization said. The archdiocese said O'Connell resided in Hacienda Levels, an unincorporated local area around 20 miles 30 kilometers east of downtown Los Angeles. However, it was not promptly certain if he was found at his home or somewhere else. Masses at temples across the area were committed to O'Connell on Sunday. Neighbors and parishioners left blossoms and candles and supplicated the rosary close to police tape in Hacienda Levels. Around 50 individuals implored and sang in a vigil Sunday evening close to some portion of the area encompassed by crime location tape. I've been sobbing for 2 days. Each time I think about him, said Ramona Torres, who has been a lector in her congregation for over 30 years and would frequently peruse at masses that O'Connell was directing. Gabriella Gill initially met O'Connell when she was pregnant with her most youthful youngster after a Catholic school mass. I inquired as to whether he would supplicate over my tummy, she told the related press as she and her family offered their appreciation at the crime location. A mother of 7, Gill would converse with O'Connell about her children and girls and her confidence throughout the long term. I've never under any circumstance felt more perceived by anybody in this world, she said, adding that she initially thought he had passed on from a respiratory failure or some health-related crisis. Insight about his killing dazed her. Simply last year, O'Connell had directed her child's affirmation. I saw him in the parking area before the mass began and he was only going out for a little walk, supplicating his rosary, she said. The See of Plug and Ross in Ireland, where O'Connell was conceived, was stunned by the cleric's passing. Minister Fintan Gavin said in an explanation that O'Connell has consistently kept up with his association with loved ones in Stopper through successive visits back to Ireland. The LA District Sheriff gave the office's sympathies, saying criminal investigators are carried out to capturing those answerable for this terrible wrongdoing. He was a peacemaker and had an enthusiasm serving those deprived while working on our local area, Sheriff Robert Luna said on Twitter. Los Angeles Diocese Supervisor Jose H. Gomez offered the Archdiocese's requests for the group of Minister Dave, as well as policing the wrongdoing. He was a peacemaker with a heart for poor people and the outsider. And he had an energy for building a local area where the sacredness and respect of each and every human existence was regarded and secured, Gomez said. Previous LA City Hall leader Eric Garcetti referred to the cleric as a companion of numerous years, and said he was important for a request bunch with O'Connell during the COVID pandemic. This city has lost perhaps of its most lovely heavenly messenger, Garcetti said on Twitter Sunday. The viciousness was the most recent to shake strict foreigners in Los Angeles. 2 Jewish men were shot and injured last week and expressed designated by a shooter them for their confidence. Suspect Jamie Tran has been accused of government can't stand violations.